Here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We are back.
We are back from the beyond.
Yeah, so
if you follow us, it's been 3 weeks.
Okay, I was going to say, I knew it had been a couple weeks, but I couldn't remember exactly how long. And I don't even remember why there was a vacation day.
Well, we all were on vacation together, and Erin and I decided, let's just
be on vacation. Yes. And then we had some other stuff happen.
And then we had an extension to our vacation, and that's what we decided we're going to talk about because it's what needs to be talked about.
Yes.
And
so in the beginning, the reason we started these videos all along was from people coming into the office and always talking to us and asking what we did, how we experienced things, what we did for our kid. I mean, just in general, what we did.
What our lifestyle is like. What a chiropractic lifestyle is like from the vision and the experience of those who are not a chiropractor, but we want to embody it.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. So that was the whole reason we started this in the beginning. So we thought we have to share this on what happened. So we both ended up with COVID, which was an experience to say the least.
Yes.
So throughout this entire time that it's been going on, which is I think maybe 18 months or so, would you say?
I mean, when it really started.
Yeah, when it really started. We continued and we lived like we normally lived. You know, we didn't necessarily change any of our habits.
We continued to work.
Yes, we continued to work through everything and never got it. And it finally
Delta.
Yeah,
Delta force.
Yes, came to us. So we, and we're now back in the office after we had our quarantine time and
recovery time.
Yeah,
necessary.
Yes,
very necessary rest, recuperation, and recovery time. We are not downplaying that one bit.
Right.
There was no feeling normal for those first couple days.
Right. But so as we've been back in the office this week, everyone has been coming in and asking, okay, how was it? I think there's that big fear of the unknown.
Absolutely.
And especially if you are watching certain news channels or you're listening to certain types of people, I mean, it sounds like a death sentence. I
don't mean to laugh at that. It was amazing at how the fear behind especially when we went and got tested and your experience in being tested, where it was like, oh, good luck to you.
Yes.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. But so just kind of going, and this was our experience and our experiences alone. We understand that different people have different symptoms, different reactions, different everything, different
conditions going into it. We kind of have found it amusing that our symptoms have been they have been on point and mirrored each other, which is not an uncommon thing for us to
that happens a lot in this office.
React to things the same way. But
between the two of us.
So when we keep saying it's because we very much had the same symptoms and things were presenting in the very same way, which the biggest and this is where I'm just going to get to with this. We have taken this as such a new perspective and a lesson and And it was a challenge for us because I have been here going on 17 years, and not once have I ever had to, and you've been here for 10, right? So not once have we ever had to close the office and cancel appointments due to doctor's illness. But we are human.
Yeah.
We are human, and that is the biggest lesson in this. Just because we live a chiropractic, wellness, healthy lifestyle does not mean that we are impervious to what is out there that evolves from a microbial standpoint that just humans are naturally vulnerable to. And to say that we're vulnerable about it or to it does not mean that we cannot overcome it.
Right.
And this has been the lesson and the beauty of having the firsthand experience now, because we've avoided talking about COVID this whole time.
Yeah.
For that very reason. We're not going to live in fear of something that's out there that could get us. We're not going to live in the fear of the uncertainty. And that's a value. That is our value, that we believe that we are already equipped with what we need if we came into contact with that. And our experience has now proven that. And it's the greatest talking and education point that we have for the lifestyle that we live and that we abide by. And, you know, in people's disbelief in a way, you know, where some people have come in and said, you are the first people I know who live a life like me who have gotten this. So what was your experience? You know, we didn't have all of these conditions going into it.
Right.
We're healthy, we're fit, you know, we're by no means, you know, the pillars of everything.
Sure.
But we strive every day
Yeah.
to make the healthiest choices for ourselves and to live a naturalistic lifestyle. So that it's been such an interesting comeback.
Yes.
Because it's been very apparent for those who are so fearful of what could happen to them versus those who have faith that we are equipped with what we need.
Yeah.
So I just that is my new awakening now. And it was. It was by no means pleasant.
Yeah.
It was a very...
Well, and I think also what happened for both of us going in, you know, you have this mindset, okay, I have it, I'm going to fight it. And then you have these days that you know, the fatigue is crazy. But where you're not wanting to do anything. And then finally one day it just clicks, or at least it clicked in both of us, like, no, we are done with this.
We're done.
Like we're done. And so taking that, where we started getting up and we started trying to do more things and we started trying to get our households back in order and just getting back into living
our health routines.
Yeah. You know, we went back to the gym, on the gym that we go to on Tuesdays, BioFit. We went there this Tuesday, because
it was rough.
Yeah, it was very rough.
rough.
But we wanted to do it to prove to ourselves we could do it.
Yes.
To ourselves.
Yes.
And
while also still listening to our bodies, we did not push. And quite frankly, I'm not back to 100% of me, just
right,
energy wise.
Right.
but still, it is the comeback phase. Like,
right.
We want to. I will admit, I do feel stronger.
Yes.
there is a way that, again, what I believe about my body, how my body is equipped, how I know our biology works. I'm like, all right, I have this new, protective shield because I naturally acquired this and I naturally fought it with little help from some very high power supplements and lots of love and rest.
Yes.
And fluids.
Yes. Well, and we also did get a lot of, well, you're healthy, so of course you were able to fight it. But we've made that choice for ourselves to be healthy.
Yes.
Prior to. So, yes, I understand that there are circumstances where it is harder for someone to fight it. But that's choices that maybe that person has made going up to, leading up to the virus, where in our cases, we do these things for ourselves to try to maintain health.
To be proactive, and it's like a preemptive attack in a sense when your immune system is compromised.
Yeah. So we had to address it because one, we were gone for 3 weeks, and why were we gone for 3 weeks?
Right. And because it was such a new experience. And in a way, not that it's funny, but jokingly, we've been like, okay, well, good thing we had it all together.
Yeah.
And so we didn't have to extend anybody's quarantine times or anything like that.
Right.
But definitely been a great eye-opener to conversations that I've now had with friends and family and clients that come in here, and a good challenge to my values, and I stuck by those. That I did exactly what we did exactly what we believe in and what we tell other people to do when handling their body that needs to rest and recoup. And again, wasn't pleasant in the least. And we're on the other side of it.
Yes. So we had to share our experience.
Yes. And if you have questions about what we took supplement wise, how we took care of ourselves, and what we're doing to continue, building our strength and energy, and the antibodies are going to take a good 3 weeks to establish in our bodies, but we're going to have this natural immunity, and we do already have this natural immunity that is what we believe in. It is so much about what we teach here. So if you have questions about any of those things, please reach out to us if you would like to know any of that information. We're happy to share it.
So we're back.
So yeah, Delta Force strong.
Yes.
And so thank you for everyone who sent out all of their concern and prayers and
absolutely
high vibes while we were, all in our quarantine and recuperation phase. It was very appreciated and felt.
Yes, and, absolutely.
I'd like to just say that I think it was noticeable for us when we got back, and because we were a little concerned about how we were going to fare coming back. But I will say that my energy and just my my like excitement to see everybody was such a good, positive, healing feeling that I was so happy to be back in these walls and interacting with the people that we love so much. And there is no medicine stronger than that.
Yes.
There is no medicine stronger than the love and reverence and connection that we have between and for one another. And I don't just mean like the two of us and the doctors. I mean like
everyone who
as a
comes in the
community.
office. Yeah.
As a community. It is so important. So I really hope that people will start considering how powerful that is when we're facing another round of potential lockdowns, or like what do you want to fight for? Because I know that I am a better person in connection and in community with people.
Absolutely.
And that couldn't have been felt more strongly in the way that, again, my energy and my certainty kept amping up when I was concerned that I would be fatigued and tired in the office, and that didn't happen at all. So
yeah,
something to be said about those high vibes.
Yep, absolutely.
We are doing our best to spread.
So thank you again.
Yes.
From the bottom of our
Yes,
hearts,
thank you.
we truly appreciate all the kind words that we received. And again, please reach out if you have questions on what supplements we ended up taking, or just in general, if you have any questions, we're happy to answer.
Yes.
And we will be back next Thursday. There's no vacations.
Yeah, we're school's getting back into action.
That's right.
That's an interesting thing. But,
Yeah.
But we'll be back.
Yes.
And happy to be back.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Be well, everyone.
Yes.
Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be
Yes.
kind. We'll all do this.
We'll all get through it together.
We'll all get through it together.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Have a great week. Take care.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.